Hello everyone, this is Luna and I'm back with another Duel Links video. I actually did not expect Yuri to spawn at level 5000, but he did. So here he is. He's at his best. And now can I take him out at his best? I'm not sure. Depends if the RNG is on my side or not, is it? We'll just have to find out. I was so sure that I was done with this event after the last video, but then he spawned at level 5000 and I regained my desire to record another video. Yeah, I was just pretty sure after a while, yeah, it should end there. But maybe it doesn't have to, if this is even worth it. Do you remember what happened against Paradox? Because I did something very stupid during Paradox's event. I'm not sure what it was exactly, I can't remember that far back. But I know that he spawned at level 5000 and I did something very stupid. Now whatever that something was, I don't remember, but I just know that I failed to defeat him at level 5000. Pretty sure that was because I was stupid. And I think I got another raid boss to level 5000. I don't know if I did with Spectre. Maybe Quentin? You know what? I just don't know. And I know that I never beat Quattro at level 5000. I don't know how far up he got, actually. He probably got somewhere around that point, but I don't think that it was ever high enough for me to win. It was just so tough for me to win those duels. I lost a lot of them. And honestly, I was not much of a fan in those videos. But I mean, part of how I'm a fan is I roast people. I roast people. Although if I'm not a fan, I can also specify that even when I'm roasting someone. I do roast people I like and people I don't like equally. And then there are some people that I just can't roast for whatever reason. Sometimes because they're probably into that shit, and other times because a bit too close to home, honestly. Now I have no idea how this is going to go so far, but it doesn't look very promising. If this is how I'm going to have it, I'm not impressed. I mean, Yuri can just destroy me like no tomorrow. I don't want to let him do that. I want him to just lose. He can suffer from defeat, right? I can have him suffer from defeat. It would be great. I would love it. It would be very enjoyable for me. I can just watch. It would be amazing. It would be amazing if it happened. I'm going to summon Stardust Dragon for now. At the very least, it sort of helps me, but not enough. I mean, I feel like it's just... So far, I'm not impressed. But I can still win. I mean, it's not like I'm at maintenance. I mean, I dueled Paradox until maintenance hit me. Why? Well, because I could. And it was intentional. For some reason. I'm not really sure it was intentional for a good reason, but okay, sure, that's what I did. Those were also back during the days when I was willing to record like 50 videos for a single raid boss. And by the way, I will probably eventually get back to doing that shit. I will probably do that shit again one day when I finally caught up. Or maybe it'll be more like 20 parts, 25. Well, eventually I'll get back there at some point. Okay, the longer this dude, come on, I need something. Wow. This is... I'm not saying it. This is not very impressive, dude. My deck is probably tired. I mean, fair. Fair. You may be wondering how a deck can be tired. Do not ask me these questions. Do not ask me these questions. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain myself to you. But do you see how my deck is doing? Definitely not impressed with this, but could be worse. Could be worse, but I don't think this is winning. I don't think this is winning. I don't think this is winning. So I don't think I'm going to beat my high score. And I also don't think I'm going to take him out in one duel. Which is unfortunate, because if I took him out here, that would be great. That would be great! But I'm not particularly sure if I'd be that pleased, considering how many life points he still has. Dear God. Dude, the RNG is destroying me. Dude, it's probably because the last duel was just that great. I really shouldn't have trusted this. Well, I still have more resources. Nothing too impressive, but they're there. Let's see, I've got one high level card left, and then one more for, well, you know, I can do another action duel. I can also do a number of things. Okay. Yeah, this is... I mean, I would have preferred if I did better than this. This is not what I wanted. But it was at least a chance, I guess. But the RNG was definitely against me. I'm definitely going to blame the last duel for that one, because it was definitely a good duel. It was a fantastic duel, definitely better than this one. Definitely better than this one. Can I stop stuttering? And no, apparently I can't. Oh, I'm in pain! Okay, well, the duel's over. That was not... I don't like how that went. It didn't go very well. It was definitely, I didn't lose, but it wasn't what it should have been. It was a disaster. Definitely a disaster. I'm going to use the rest of my resources, but not impressed, bro. Not impressed, bro. Okay. I can wait until this duel is over, since it's almost over, and then use the last of my resources, and then that's it. The duel is... I'm not going to do anything else for this event. There will be another raid boss someday, and I can wait until that event. I can wait. Some people are speculating... Wait, no, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because it's just... No. I will not be pleased if I say it. I feel like there will be implications. You may be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I know you're confused because I'm not willing to talk, but... Dude, this hand is better than what I got in the last duel. Well, you know, the action duel. I would have preferred this as opposed to what happened before, but okay, sure. It would have been great, but I'm not sure if it would have been satisfying enough. What kind of raid boss would satisfy me if I took them out at level 5000? What would be satisfactory enough for me? I don't know. And I'm not going to say the obvious because it's not happening. I know I want it, but it's not happening. So stop saying it. But I can't stop saying it until I've actually caught up with everything, though. Because, I mean, I don't know what's in those videos. I don't know what I'm gonna upload. I don't know what I want to say yes to. So for now, I'm just going to be, me. Which may not be the greatest thing in the world, because who knows what I'm going to I've got some cursed shit to upload, man. Some very cursed shit to upload, and I've got a lot more cursed shit to upload after that. Because I'm not going to stop playing this. Okay, that was disturbing. I wanted to do so much better, man. What? Okay. I'm gonna do an action duel. I mean, after this, I don't really have many resources left. So I can use my resources after this duel, and then I'll be out. And I can do something else, which is not playing this game. It will be playing something else, or, one of my other obsessions, who knows. I've got plenty of them. I've got so many, you may wonder how I can be obsessed with that many things at once. Oh, I'm very terrifying. You may not be seeing it right now, but I am. One day I will defeat a raid boss at level 5000, and that raid boss is going to cry. Okay, maybe not. I'm not sure if the raid boss will cry, because I don't think that's what raid bosses do, but it would be hilarious. It will be hilarious and probably fitting at that point, though I'm not sure. I think it would be more satisfying to destroy Quattro at level 5000. I think that would be very satisfying. But I will never be able to. And you may be like, can you stop bringing up that event? You at least did it. No. No, I will never stop. I'm trying to think of raid bosses that I would be satisfied if I destroyed them at level 5000. And I can't think of anyone besides Quattro right now, okay? It's not Konami's fault, but I've got tastes. You may be like, cursed tastes apparently. Yes, thanks. I'm glad you've noticed, but you probably haven't been paying much attention since, When was the last time I was active with uploading? I just don't remember. It was a while back. Some shit happened. Yeah, last February was a train wreck. But last February, but it's March. Okay, last year's February was a train wreck, and so was this year's February. This year's February was, less voluntary. There was less consent, and it was more of a disaster for everyone, rather than just me. So, that's February in a nutshell this year, at least if you're in my country. That being said, I don't know how I feel about the countries that Trump is threatening. I think that he should keep his hands off. But okay, sure, whatever. He's not gonna listen to me. He probably thinks I belong in the kitchen. Which, I'd be less hungry if I was in the kitchen, but also, I don't think you want me in the kitchen with the knives. If you don't let me have access to my medication, I think that things would happen in there. The kitchen with the knives around a mentally unstable individual. I'm not going to say that I would do something that would be... Well, I don't think I would do anything that would get me arrested, but I would definitely do something concerning. And that's not even taking into account I could do something concerning on accident. because I can do things on accident that are very stupid. And you guys have seen it, but I can do worse. I can do so much worse. You guys don't even want to know what that means. You guys don't want to know what that means. Dude, this duel was so much better than the last one. Oh god. Okay, I'm going through the list of raid bosses, and honestly, I don't know who is a raid boss. Who are the next raid bosses? I'm confident that Zark will be a raid boss because what the hell if he's not? And I'm sure that Dawn Thousands will be a raid boss. But Vector could be Vector could be a gate event. Vector could be a gate event. I just don't know for sure. I mean, first off, I don't even know anything about when Spectre is. Why am I saying Spectre's name over and over? I don't feel like dueling him. He gets on my nerves. Although I don't hate Spectre either, but, you know, that doesn't mean I feel like dueling him. I could probably live if I never do his event again. Well, I'm not going to die if I don't do anyone else's event again, but that's beside the point. So I guess I'll wait and see who the next raid boss is. But I think I'm out of... I am very picky with my raid bosses, apparently. Wait, hold on a second. I can still do a lot of damage to... in this one. Wait a minute. Is it even worth it? Well, what if I run out of attacks? I might run out of attacks. And then what will I do? Oh wait. I'm bringing it on, and you're going to suffer for this because you force this upon yourself. Do not act like you didn't, because you absolutely did. I cannot believe the disturbing... I cannot believe the disappointment. I am disappointed. But, I mean, at least I didn't screw it up. At least it was just bad RNG. And now I'm waiting for the next raid boss. And I guess we'll see if I'm satisfied with that one. If I destroyed Vector at level 5000, would I be a fan? I think... I don't know. Maybe? It really depends if he's a raid boss. You know? I think he could probably get me going to the point where, yes, I want to destroy him. I mean... Yuri just destroyed Alexis like that. But... Vector did something very similar. And I'm still mad at him over that. No, I don't mean my knife. I don't mean something I made up. I mean he did something very similar that I loathe with every fiber of my being. But I don't know if he's going to be a raid boss. However, he does fill the requirements for being a raid boss based on my criteria, which is not Konami's criteria, let me tell you. But I mean, if Quattro is a raid boss, and Quentin is a raid boss, and Mazar was a raid boss, you know, I'm not sure how you can make Vector into a gate event. but I suppose Konami could do that. I'm not sure how I would feel if they did that. I think I prefer a raid boss event for Vector, but I don't know if I'll get that. So now I guess I go to the other possibilities. Okay, so there's Dawn 1000. I'm not sure how satisfying it would be to destroy him at level 5000. But he does have a cooler character design compared to Zark. I don't think many people are going to disagree with me on that. Considering which version of Zark we're probably getting in this game. I mean, I would prefer the version of Zark that existed before the Dimension Split. And that version of Zark was what I prefer. Because that's what Zark looks like before he was divided into the four counterparts. But that is not what we got. And I was disappointed. And let's see. Who else could be a raid boss? Darts. If we get him, that is. Let's see. For Rush Duels, I think we could get Otis as a raid boss. Quite Duel, possibly. No idea who else. No idea, but for Rush format, those are my guesses. So based on the options, there is one name noticeably missing from the list of options, and I'm going to be very honest with all of you, I just don't know if it's happening. So I'm not really sure if I should be like, oh yeah, I'd be very satisfied if I got to do that. No. I think I've got a new grudge, guys. You may be like, wait, what? Why? I don't know. It just happened. It just developed it spawned out of nowhere. I would have to do some bullshit to figure out where it probably came from. But I think that I just don't want to admit why it exists. I don't think I want to say it. But if it happens, it might be satisfying, but I just don't know. I don't know. It would be disturbing, honestly. Seriously, why am I so mean to raid bosses? Because it's fun! That's why! Okay. Well, I guess those are the raid bosses I can think of. Minus the one that I just don't know if it's happening. You may be like, the fuck? The fuck? Okay, well we've gone through the raid bosses for 5Ds, and Zexel probably has at least one more. And Arc 5, Zark is definitely going to be a raid boss. If he is not a raid boss, Konami is on something and I don't know what it is. Because Zark is easily the most easy raid boss to put in the game. It's a similar case with Paradox. It's just canon raid bosses. Kind of funny that I still use Yusei primarily during Paradox's events. It's also funny that I'm using him during this event. He has no idea who Yuri is. I mean, do you want to know who Yuri is? In a lot of cases, I'm sure you probably don't. He's a bit of an ass. I'm just saying. Although I wonder what he'll be like when he's added to the gate. He'll probably be added to the gate next month. I don't know what other updates there will be. I don't know who the next unlock will be, but it should be interesting. Okay, this is a turn 8. Okay. This should be interesting, but I'm not sure how this is going to go. Oh, congratulations, you just... thanks. Thanks, that was definitely very enjoyable. I'm sure everyone will love this. Well, you know, at least I will win this one. I don't see him doing anything I don't see him doing anything insane. Probably because he's not that high of a level. I mean, he's a high level, but he's not level 5,000 like I opened the video with. That was a disappointment of a duel, honestly. It was funny that I got to see it, though. That was funny, and wait a minute. Okay, good. I still wanted to finish him off on turn 10. I was kind of worried there for a second. Wait a minute, what are you doing? No. No, you are not. Dude, stop. Dude, stop right now. Dude, you are illegal. Oh my god, you did not. He did. Oh my god, you... I cannot believe you did this. I cannot believe you just destroyed me. You come into my house, into my dimension, and you activate that action card right when I'm about to destroy everything. And nuke it all to the ground, and you ruined everything. Yeah, sure. No, listen, the duel's over, you gotta deal with it. You did this to yourself. I cannot believe you ruined everything, but you did! I still win, though. Not satisfying. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with this at all. But it is absolutely the last duel of this event. And now we wait until the next raid boss, which I will probably also be playing as you say for whatever reason. Okay, alright, that was interesting. I got 10 gems for that. I got 10 gems. A pity reward, I guess. Anyway, that's going to tie things up for this video. In the next video, the event will wrap up and Yuri is going into raid boss retirement.